Bernie Bridges, October 23rd, 2017, year of our Lord. I just got my hair cut. You guys see my haircut? Anyway, here's the thing with my haircut. I'm waiting on some guests, so that's why I'm going to talk about my haircut. Oh, here come some people. Here's the thing about getting guests on a Monday at 2 p.m. It's not the easiest fucking thing to do because, it's a little early for comics. And then sometimes people go, like, on Friday they go, yeah, I'll do it. And then Sunday night I confirm them. They go, you know what? Turns out I got AIDS or something. Oh, you know what? My mom's here. I'm like, you're what? So, whatever. Get your cousin in here. Is he leaving right now? Yeah, I just need a third person. I don't know how to talk to the fucking, It's like a gay bar. Until the other guy comes.
Yeah, until the other guy comes.
What's his name, Mark?
Adam.
Oh,
Close, yeah.
who cares?
Christian name.
Adam. Where are you from, Adam?
Vineyard.
Martha's Vineyard.
Is your cousins or real cousins?
Yeah, real cousins.
His cousins?
Kissing cousins.
Oh, mwah.
We're off to a weird start.
Yeah, we're off to a weird start.
Kiss him like that just for the show, or you kiss
the
him like
mouth,
that when you see him?
Yeah, usually there's tongue, but I feel like, we have a PG audience. But yeah, no, his mother is my aunt. His mother opened a bar in 1975 with Carly Simon and James Taylor called Hot Tin Roof.
Is it still open?
No, it's a fish market now.
The fish market now.
What happened to it? They couldn't stay open?
It's rhymes with
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah, cocaine's a hell of a drug. Yeah, her first husband, my uncle Herbie, spent $500,000 on cocaine in 1980, and just basically.
1 year?
Yeah.
Good year.
It's a good year. Blue-blooded girls and soft summer nights.
That was a good year for cocaine, though, right? The early 80s?
Before Belushi died in kind
Wait, it was your dad?
No, my father was the bar manager there. The story goes I was actually conceived inside the building.
But was your dad who went through the
husband.
cocaine? Oh, the second.
Yeah, he had his own stint with cocaine. Who didn't? The 80s.
Yeah, an hour ago. So anyway, but yeah, so Adam's visiting me, and he's also he was in Weehawken, actually not too far from you last night. So he's also does some acting. So you're over here doing some Chelsea Film Festival, is that right?
Yeah. I was just at the Chelsea Film Festival at a New York City premiere for a movie that we shot on the island.
And what island is that again?
Martha's Vineyard.
And what's bigger, Martha's Vineyard or Nantucket?
Those cocksuckers in Nantucket.
Now Martha's Vineyard's way bigger.
It is?
Yeah.
But it doesn't rhyme as well, right?
No, yeah. It's hard to do with the bucket with the
Yeah, fuck it.
You can curse. We're not.
I didn't know if we can
Not
curse.
Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was very Puritan there. We were very
The
liberal.
interesting thing about the Vineyard for me is that it goes from 14,000 people in the winter to 150,000 in the summer. So it really in the winter it's kind of like visiting like The Shining, just very boring.
Oh, I lived in Ocean City, New Jersey. Same thing.
Yeah.
In the summer, it's packed and it's dangerous because people are fucking. It's a lot of tourists and then they're not paying attention and people are going to the beach and they're crossing the street with their fucking wagon and their surfboard, whatever.
Look at
And
it.
in the winter, there's no one there, and I fucking love it. My wife hated it. But I loved it because it was deserted. I would work here in the city or go on the road or whatever, go back home. There was nobody there, but I lived in it was relaxing, nice beach house that we lived in.
I mean, cheap off season too, right?
No, I owned it. I bought it.
Okay.
And then, you think I can't buy a fucking property?
I mean, kind of. But so do you sell that house?
No, I sold it when I moved to California. I should have sold it. Anyone could say this. I should have sold it at its peak.
You don't say.
No, but I bought it in 2002, I think, and then 2005. I could have made a lot of money. Somebody was trying to get me to buy. Somebody goes, "Why don't you sell your property and buy a bigger property?"
Right.
Of course.
And I go, "Yeah, but when do I stop doing that?" And he goes, "No, because then it keeps going up in value, and you buy a bigger property."
You're
But
the
if I would have
monopoly
done that, I would have went bankrupt probably because I would have, the payments or whatever.
The larger thing would have been like a rental property, like units and stuff like that. Like
No, you just buy a bigger property, like a 4. Oh, is that Brian? Oh. Yeah, that's Brian.
The problem is I have a house. My parents have a house, and I'm the landlord now. And now the problem is that every time I try to actively recruit new people for the summer, but I have this problem. I end up sleeping with all the women that live in my house. It's like
it's true.
It's
You're so
gift and a
vain.
curse.
I couldn't.
Veiny actually is what it was.
Simon.
Simon.
Yeah.
And now there's a pedophile
Well, wait, can't you just get people you don't? What, you have to live in that? You have to fuck them before
He
they
fucks
can-
everybody.
It just always happens like that. I mean, you put enough people together, you get a hot girl that's there for 3 months out of the year, and she's
Yeah.
looking for something strange.
Yeah, and you're definitely strange enough.
I am.
No, but are you? Why don't you just not live there? Why don't you just rent it out and not live there? Are
Well,
you
what about-
you're
yeah.
the landlord?
I
You want to oversee the property.
exactly, and I also get to live for free, so it's like
He lived in
whatever.
a tent last year.
Did live in a tent
He lived in a
also.
tent on the house is on about 3 acres.
Are you living in a tent because all the rooms were rented?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then you bring a lucky girl out to the.
man,
you're like
yeah,
Harvey
tent sex is best
Weinstein
sex.
of the tent world.
My cousin Harvey.
You want to give me a massage?
Yeah.
Watch me shower in the outside. Put the garden hose.
No,
I
actually,
thought that was a pickup line people use. You want to give me a massage?
oh, you know what? It's a funny story. You say that one of my tenants last year. I was taking a shower, outdoor shower. We had a porch above it. And speaking of sleeping with them, I caught her peering over the porch down into the outdoor shower.
To watch you?
Yeah, and that's
Well, you have a
and
rockin'
I'm like,
bod.
it was great. It was like
What was that? One of the tenants?
One of the tenants, yeah.
Yeah, well, the beach when you're at the beach, fucking's in the air anyway because everyone's like
all horned up.
tan and women are walking around half naked like whores, like the whores they want to be.
Yeah.
I would say it to my wife. I go, a woman like if you were at like a clothing store and you open a dressing room, a changing room thing, and the woman was just in her panties and bra, she'd scream bloody murder. But if there's fucking sand and blue water clear nearby, she's like, I'm a whore. You know what I mean? What's the difference? So, no, because it's like everyone's doing it, but it's the same thing. It's like they're wearing little fucking bottoms and little tops, and they walk around like you're not supposed to fucking leer at them
Yeah.
because it's natural, but it's okay near the water when it's hot, but it's not okay any other time. I don't get it.
No. My girlfriend, when I first started dating her, she brought me to the beach. She's like, we want to come meet my friends at the beach? Or we go to Philbin Beach, so
sure.
it's a nude beach.
Yep.
So go down.
Was?
Yeah, so I said,
Nude
she's like,
beach
let's come
where?
meet my friends
Everywhere.
on Martha's Vineyard.
Oh, is Billy Bear there?
Hell yeah, he's dropping whole hog down there, playing volleyball. But she was like, come meet my friends. But she didn't tell me all her friends were like 10s. You know what I mean? And thank God I was wearing sunglasses. I go down, sit down on a beach blanket in the middle of this like beautiful, pristine beach with like 5 10s
Are they
and my
naked?
freshly new girlfriend, and they're all naked, butt naked. I'm not talking about just tops. I'm talking tops, bottoms.
insane.
Yeah, she like thought it was
You
no
asked
big
for a
deal.
massage?
No, I was just sitting there, and this other creepy guy came down the beach. He's like, can I sit on your towel? And like, no, you can't. Get the fuck out of here, guy.
Yes, you or yes,
No, he
one of the
asked the
women?
girls, like, hey, you guys seem cool.
Well, that happened to me when I first moved to New York. I was working at this as a bartender at this place, and I hooked up with this girl, and then it was like, and she was like, okay looking. So then she goes, yeah, I want my friend. Then she brings like a bunch of her friends to the bar one night to basically show me off or whatever, show her friends.
Oh, why wouldn't she?
Not that she's bragging, but she's like, oh, look at this guy banged. Because I'm bartending, I have to talk to them anyway,
Right.
Anyway, they're all fucking like hot New York girls,
Right.
And that's when I was like, holy shit, this town's fucking ridiculous. They're like all different kinds of hot, like the Puerto Rican and the fucking Italian and But I was like, why are you bringing these girls here? It's like, I want to fuck everybody but you now.
Yeah.
That was the end of it. Like, after that, I was like, it's like, why would I bother with her? You know what I mean? When I know all this other shit's out there.
I get ground beef. I'm looking at the filet mignon over there.
Thank you. I needed a poet from the vineyard.
Regular Walt Whitman.
Yeah, a regular Walt Whitman bridge. Anyway, yeah, bring in Brian Scott.
Listen,
McFadden.
do the thing for me, okay?
Yeah, I'll take
Or
care of
see
it.
you.
Save there,
Thank you.
Adam. Thank you.
Yeah, Adam, you're the best.
My
What's his
pleasure.
name?
Thank you.
Mark?
Adam, Mark, Adam.
What is it?
Adam.
Oh, what did I call you the first time?
Mark.
Oh, thanks, Adam.
You know your guest names?
No, he's a friend of Brian.
My cousin, but
So still do your research. You're phoning it in, Kevin.
hey, good to see you,
I'm
man.
Brian.
Brian
Scott.
McCarthy. Nice
How
to
are
meet you.
you?
How are you?
They're
Pleasure.
both Brian. It's just a
it's
coincidence.
Awesome.
Real Irish show today here.
I thought that was the only reason I was booked on here because there was.
Brilliant, and Kevin.
You're Brian?
Yeah. It's an all Brian show.
There's a bomb on your bus.
What?
We're going to blow up the freaking bus. Is what we're
He
doing.
does accents.
I certainly do, you bastards.
Brian's a professional actor.
I do. Yeah.
The IRA is coming back, man. We're gonna blow the bus.
Voiceover guy. Did you know that?
Yeah,
Why
absolutely.
you bring your notes? I like that you're prepared. You've got notes.
Just more than I can say for you, Kevin. All right. I like the haircut. Early Charlottesville. Is that what that is? You're going for the. Yeah.
The glasses, it kind of is.
It really is. I swear to God. God. All you
Somebody
need.
said today, somebody goes, can you just not wear your glasses? I go,
Yeah.
the more you ask me not to wear them, the more I have to wear them.
He has to rebel.
Well,
He's a
do
rebel.
people not understand how this shit works?
People miss that 1,000-yard stare.
We get
Yeah, and plus I don't have a good look anyway. It's better with the backdrop,
Yeah.
with the fucking fire.
exactly, and some
then
tiki
everything-
torches, and some
everything's
tiki torches. Yeah,
black and red. Tiki torches.
yeah, exactly.
Anyway, Brian, how's it going?
Oh, it's
Brian's
awesome.
a bit of a fucking, I don't even know how to describe Brian. Brian's a great comic, and it's very, me and Brian are like the total opposite of
Yeah,
each other.
exactly, exactly.
Brian's like the Irish Brian's like the good Irish, where I'm like the bad Irish.
Something went
fellow
awry. Something went awry in
when
Kevin's
I
childhood.
can't really follow Brian very well as a stand-up because Brian, even when he's trying to be mean, he does it like with a like a wink,
Yeah.
like a smirk. Like I'm not really mad. I'm just pretending to be mad.
Right.
Kevin has no capacity for winkage. He
No,
cannot
there's-
wink.
yeah,
He
there's
has
no-
no ability to
Brian-
wink. This is real rage, ladies and gentlemen.
So when Brian goes up, like I had to follow him the other night at the Rinky Dink
He
Club.
raged at me as I left the room.
Because he does his bit where he does his bit. How do you even describe it?
I wouldn't even describe it.
Oh, he does a bit where people say doing comedy is a hard job,
Yeah.
but it's not really. He says it's not a hard job, and he goes, it's never going to be like it's never
Airline pilot.
It's never an airline pilot compared
Fixing
to
printers.
but no, compared to an airline pilot where like real
Lives are at stake.
like lives are at stake.
People
and
die.
people die.
Yes.
So he tries to describe a
Yeah,
comedy,
what would happen?
comedy
People
club
go,
scenario.
oh, a comedian. That's really a pressure job, and I'm like, no way. An airline pilot, you make one mistake as an airline pilot, everyone dies, and it's all over the news.
Yeah.
Think how badly a comedian would have to mess up to even approach that level of tragedy.
Right.
So you'd have to turn on the news to have a real. Kevin's had shows like this, but a lot of comedians do not do this. A lot of comedians, you would have to have a really bad show to turn on the news and see horror at a local comedy club where an unfunny comedian suddenly took the stage, leaving horrified audience members searching for answers. And then they have the usual guy there going, yeah, I was standing over by the bathroom, and usually the comedians here pretty good, but this guy goes on, and right away I knew something was wrong. You know, that guy.
He had a lot of premises. No
Yeah,
endings.
his setups were a little weak. Also, the tags could use some tweaking. But you know what I'm saying? It was awful.
He's getting laughs with this, and then I got to go on next, and they're basically he's creating like a vacuum for the audience to turn on me because he's basically like if I don't do well, he's basically
You're like
telling them he's telling them how to approach me.
Yeah. You're the butt of the joke.
clinically, You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Kevin.
Well, whenever he does a bit, I feel like I feel like there's extra pressure
Yeah.
because they'd be like, that was a weak premise.
Yeah.
It didn't have a strong punchline, and I feel like they're waiting to like jump.
Right.
So Brian ends with this thing, and they give him a nice applause. So I go up, and then Brian goes, I'm going to watch your whole set. He goes, I'm going to watch your whole
Yes, I
set.
did.
He goes, I'm going to watch your whole set. I do one joke, and then he leaves.
I leave. I couldn't take it. I was like,
Then he
this is
leaves. So then I'm like, so there's almost another signal to the audience, like there's shit going to go down here, and I want to get the fuck out of here.
yeah. It was yeah.
But the whole time it's like, and I was last too, so they've already seen too much comedy.
Right.
Yeah.
45
When
minutes is
done.
enough.
When you're last guy on the show, they've seen enough. It's
I had to follow you at the 2 days later. It's a seller. So don't even give me that.
yeah, you went on last.
Yeah,
that night.
I
How
went
was
on last
that?
after you, Dove, and it was
How
like
was
a
that?
murderer's row over there.
It's hard. It's like at some point they get too much comedy, especially if it's like set up punchline. You know what I mean? If you mix it up, but they don't. So
yeah, laughter is a finite resource.
yeah. So
There's
at some point, even if they think it's funny, they don't laugh anymore because their jaws are tired. They're just fucking. It's like when they go to all you can eat buffet. After a while, they're like they stop eating.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because they're full.
It's
They're
a health
full of
issue.
comedy.
How delicious it is too. You could have
Eventually.
somebody who really funny go up, and you're like, it's enough.
Yeah, because they're like, unless it's Greer, because Greer's black and he does more sound effects things. But if you just going up doing jokes,
This guy from Police Academy?
huh?
Is that the guy from Police Academy? I'm not even joking.
Greer, no, that's
Greer Barnes.
Michael Winslow.
It's Michael Winslow. Right. Sound effects.
I love his
black.
Pac-Man. His Pac-Man is
Do the math, right? Okay.
So if you can change the dynamic of this show, then that's fine, you know.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if it's just like white guy,
Yeah, you have
know,
to
but
break
then
it
he's
up.
basically sending him like this. You know, this is what will happen if a comedy show goes bad. And then
bad.
I go up.
And then you acted it out. Right? You actually.
the comedy show goes away. Not only that, then I heard
self-fulfilling prophecy.
Then I heard a yelp from the bar.
Right.
When you I heard like somebody yell, and I
yeah.
thought it was a Yankee game, and I thought the Yankees were like coming back.
Oh no, that didn't happen.
Because that was what was that, Saturday night? That was Saturday night, right? That was the night they lost. So so they were down 4-0. I was
Can I
like,
ask you a question about comedy for a second? Do comedy club owners or bookers, when they look at a night, is there an art to saying to yourself, okay, we've got this guy here at this spot here, this here? Do they sort of, or is it just kind of like they just give out spots?
They try. I think they try. I mean, a good club owner will try to
construct the show in such a way, or they'll try to construct a show in such a way that you have somebody who's good first, but and then they build the show hopefully and sprinkle in, and then have a killer closer.
You maybe start with like a Todd Barry as an appetizer, and
right, and
then Greer Barnes as the prime rib.
It's the amuse-bouche.
Yeah. And you're the flan at the end.
Yeah, I'm like a fucking cracker, literally a cracker.
Baked Alaska.
Yes.
No, I don't know. I never know what I am. It depends on what the show is. But anyway,
you walked the room at the end recently. Whatever. I know you probably talked about that already.
Walked the room.
Yeah, somebody yelled at you, and I was called you something.
Somebody, Roy Wood Jr. He got into a thing the other night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he's doing all that fucking Trump shit.
Oh.
Awesome. So shit was already brewing, and then.
At the cellar?
At the underground.
Oh, at the underground. Okay.
And then somebody, but he's doing real like, hey man, I got the goods now.
Right.
I'm on a TV show. I'm gonna do all this material. Like
somebody from like Mississippi.
So somebody
or something?
they were sick of it. They wanted like jokes. They wanted just generic jokes or something. So somebody yelled out something. But they were from another country, and he was talking. But it's like you get to the point where it's like he works at the Daily Show, and not to bash the Daily Show, but it is called Burning Bridges. But anyway, at some point, the Daily Show is not really comedy; it's propaganda with fucking humor sprinkled in.
Right.
So he's part of that now, where he just says whatever. He's like, "Hey man, I'm talking some real shit here."
Oh God.
And people are like, "Listen, we want fucking jokes. We came here to get out of this fucking."
So
Trump
what
shit.
happened? Somebody yelled.
Somebody yelled out shit, and of course the crowd takes, and then he was like, no, I'm on your side because I'm saying that illegal immigration, blah, 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 you should be whatever, and then she's like, fuck, but they were drunk, but also I was on their side because I was like, yeah, tell some fucking jokes. We don't need your fucking heavy, and he talks real slow anyway, so it becomes like a
Rachel Maddow.
It becomes like a sermon, like
Pedantic.
pedantic.
Thank you. Writing that down.
2 D's in that.
Yeah,
It's
2 D's in
Scrabble.
pedantic.
How many points for pedantic?
Pedantic.
So anyway, but I'm usually, even when I get heckled, sometimes I'm on the heckler side. I can't be on their side.
Sure,
but
sure.
sometimes
We
I'm
all
like,
are. We all are on the heckler side when you get heckled.
She's got a point, So anyway, so I went up, and then I
Then you had to do damage control?
No,
That's
then
weird.
I made jokes about, and whatever. I go, I'll bring the black guy back.
All right. Kevin Brennan, ladies and gentlemen.
No, that's a perfect scenario for me when there's mayhem.
Yeah.
If there's a fire,
Yes.
that's perfect for me because then
You're a
I'm just like,
master.
hey, because there's no pressure, and then there's more. The worst time I ever do is when there's like total structure,
love in the room.
love.
Yeah, Kevin cannot
total
handle
structure, and people are well behaved.
Yeah.
That's my worst audience.
yeah.
All white people sitting there waiting for
that.
jokes.
Positively excited,
Yeah.
enthusiastic,
Just
positive.
like generic, bored. They want hamburger and French fries jokes.
Kevin needs something to
About
fight against.
how they went shopping.
Shopping is the worst, though. Am I right, guys?
What is the deal with that?
I mean,
But I've been shopping. I have a shopping joke. I don't have a whole fucking hunk of them.
You have like 8 hours of.
I have some shoplifting. Anyway, Brian, are you?
So wait. So the construction. I think we settled the construction of the comedy show. Build positive.
Yeah, but that's why even when you were going last the other night on the last show on Saturday, we were all like, "Why is Brian going last?" Did you have a conflict or something?
No. I was
Kind of weird to put you last.
I went first and then last. I don't.
You're the first spot of the night and last one.
I don't know what's. That's totally.
Got an 8-hour.
Yeah, I'm sitting in the airport for 4 hours waiting for my flight. Right, so I'm just sitting there lounging between shows for 5 hours. So it's like whatever. That's fine. I don't care.
Do you have drinks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No, the worst is when you like. I don't know. The worst is when you have a big gap. The other worst is when there's no gap. Like if you have one spot, then you do another spot right after.
You don't even remember what
you're like, holy shit, because a lot of times you just you need a little, you need to fucking catch your breath. And then also, you don't remember what you just said. You're like, did I just say that, or was that the other show? So then you get tentative with your material. Then the crowd thinks you're tentative because the joke sucks.
Yeah, one thing goes off and you can shatter a whole set.
The audience, I hate comedy club audience. No, if you say one word like not right, they can't laugh.
It kills
it's like
the joke.
They fucking panic. They're like, oh my
joke.
God. Like, I'm like, oh, it really is that. It's very stressful. That's why comics are fucking stressed.
Yeah.
Because one word goes wrong, and
totally butchers the joke. They don't laugh.
Yeah, they panic. They can't. They can't. If you stutter a word, if you fucking whatever.
It's a tragedy what we go through.
It really is a tragedy.
You guys
don't know what we suffer.
You're heroes. You really are.
Cry me a river.
We're doing God's work.
We're doing God's work, and no one recognizes the arduous horror. You know what I mean? We're out there in the trenches.
Even when I watch you, it's like they don't. That crowd was not good. And also, but they don't know they're not good. And also,
they think they're good. They all think
they're like a girl that you're fucking. They all think they're good. They all think they're good in bed. So they think they're good because they have a good sense of humor.
That's the only audience they know is them.
Exactly.
Right? We know many audiences.
Millions.
We're whores.
Fucked
We've been
everybody.
with numerous audiences.
Black people. We've had Puerto Ricans.
Like, no, we're good. We're really no. You're not good. I just had a crowd 10 minutes ago, much better than you.
So hot.
And I'm going to get a better one in 10 minutes after I see you, right? And I'm going to have to follow Kevin Brennan.
But they get confused. They don't know. And then you try to explain it to them, and then they're like, well, we laughed at the black guy. That's what they always think. We laughed at the black guy.
They say that to you? You get that?
No, they think that.
They say that on Yelp.
The black guy was funny. Actually, when you went up that night, or no, it was a different show. They go. I was sitting upstairs at the Fat Black, and so Dove just went on, and it was either you or Dove. They go, he was the best one so far. A guy turns to his buddy, goes, he was the best one so far. Yeah. I go, it's not a competition.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not the Olympics. Just fucking relax. I think part of it is like at the Cellar, they get reservations a month in advance, and then they go there, and they're like, oh, they've heard so much, and then they go there, and we're half the time we're walking through the show anyway because we don't give a fuck. It's like we do like 20
shows a weekend. Yeah. For them, it's their big night out. What happened? What happened, Kevin?
Oh, so they.
Brian, are you married? Single? Single.
Live with someone.
You lay different girl?
You live with your girlfriend?
Yeah.
How many years you guys been together? Where'd you guys meet?
We met in acting class, actually.
Oh, okay, cool.
Doing some British acting.
Where'd you grow
up? Shakespeare. Oh, New Jersey, actually.
New Jersey? Yeah. Oh, I like New Jersey.
Doesn't sound like it.
No,
not even close.
Now it sounds like Spinal Tap. Wait, you live with your girlfriend now?
Yeah.
And you're going to get married?
I'm catching up to you.
You're
setting the bar really high, Kevin. You're setting the bar real high for us comedians.
I'm a terrible example.
Yeah, no.
I think I'm going to stay married. You know why? Because you know that guy who
never see your wife anywhere. It's like Marist from the Frasier or whatever. I never see her. She's like she's a mythical creature. Yeah,
I've seen her.
Yeah.
No, but that guy, the guy who was I'm thinking of one example, but the billionaire who's dated Mariah Carey.
Oh God, I don't know.
Tommy Mottola?
Yeah.
The one
guy.
The new guy who they were engaged, and then he called it off because she was a crackhead.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
So it was crack? Mariah Carey? I thought the other one did. Whitney Houston.
No, she's erratic. She's erratic. Mariah Carey, she's got mental problems.
Okay.
Yeah, she's like a real diva, and so she wanted
Google this.
James Packer.
Yeah. Yeah, so he said it was the biggest mistake of his. He said his only regret.
Warren Buffett married Mariah Carey.
He said his only regret about dating. No, he's like South American or whatever.
Okay.
He said his only regret about dating Mariah Carey was he's like getting divorced from his wife. You know.
Okay.
Because it's like it turns out his wife is like that's the problem with like being married. Like you get so sick of your wife that you think anything's an improvement, and then you date somebody else.
Yeah,
and you're like,
it doesn't get
holy
any
shit,
better.
It's a fucking nightmare out
Yeah,
there.
right.
But then he's regretting divorcing his wife, and he's like a billionaire, and he could fuck Mariah Carey, so probably could fuck a lot of other people too. You know, if
billionaires can fuck whoever they want.
Again, it's like a suit. Who can?
Billionaires. Like I mean, that's
Really, you just tell everybody.
Yeah. Well, that's all you need.
Statement.
Isn't it like a billionaires club you can sign up to?
Yeah, it's like
like a hot.
How come Weinstein couldn't manage to cajole these women into bed in a more mundane fashion?
Do you know a common way to pick up a girl is just ask for a massage?
Oh, is that what? Yeah. No.
That's all he ever did.
That's all he did.
Can you give me a massage? That's
that
all
works.
he ever did.
Anyone else got good experiences on
You
that
just-
one?
Like 120 for the hour, and you tip $40.
You just get a hotel. You
Yeah.
go to a bar and you go, you want to give me a massage? And they go, no.
Uh-huh.
You know, there
That's
are the hotel bars all over the city. It happened to me a bunch of times. I've never gone through with it, but there are girls that sit at the bar. Like the Mandarin Oriental's one, the W in Union Square is another one. Really cute girls sit there, and she'll say, "Hey,
Brian didn't get the second one.
I'm writing this down.
okay, you have right."
Then the number down, the
Comfort Inn
address.
in,
What's the address
uh,
again? They sit at the bar.
Secaucus Comfort Inn.
Secaucus, okay.
Yeah.
There's one in Weehawken.
Weehawken, right? And
Demarest,
they offer
I believe.
sensual massage. They'll say, "Hey, they usually have a room at another hotel, like a cheaper hotel, like a DoubleTree, or whatever. Like this one's on Lexington Avenue, and they'll say, come back for like $200, and some hot girl will jerk you off.
See that? There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like part-time hookers.
Why are you telling
kind
Kevin this? He knows this already.
of. I know. Donate.
Like Kevin doesn't know this. Look at
You
his
know, another
address
guy
book.
said that, Phil Collins. Phil Collins got remarried to like one of his old wives.
He remarried the old wife.
Because the thing is, when you have kids with somebody, you're already going to be like linked up with them forever. You know what I mean? And then you go out dating, and then you realize, holy shit, they're all fucking crazy. And I might as well just stay with the one I liked.
Larry-
But I got sick of. Because you do get sick of people, right? How long you been
as
with
well
your
s-
girlfriend?
Yeah, 4 years.
And how long
Enough,
you live
right?
together?
2.
And are you guys going to get married, or that's too?
I don't know. Every time
Bourgeois.
I listen to this show, I don't want to. I don't want to go there. Every time I'm
but,
gauging what I want to do in the
You gonna
future.
you gonna have a family?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Can she have a family?
Yeah, she can. Like I'm not sure.
Oh, is
I'm
she of age,
functionally-
or how old is
Oh,
she?
she's what? She's of age. Yeah.
Okay.
Child rearing
Everyone
age.
breathe.
Is this Game
Everyone-
of Thrones?
Exactly. What the hell's going on here?
Can her hips produce
Yeah,
a
right.
sire for you?
I don't know if I've met her, but I've seen pictures of her in Aruba, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Many times.
Yeah, many
Fat
times.
name
Yeah.
must not die.
I go to Brian's.
There,
I go to
Kevin. She was
Brian's.
there
Insta-
with me.
She was.
Yeah, she was there.
We were only there for one day
yeah,
together,
you were
right?
only there for one day following me, right?
Following me literally
I
around the
cannot-
hotel.
I cannot imagine you in the Caribbean. I just can't imagine it.
I can't leave the hotel because I get sunburned. I mean,
you going at midnight to
no, I
Paris?
Saddest
can't.
thing.
Brian, fuck. I mean, what's his
Ray
face?
Allen.
Ray Allen. He gets.
Uber Ray.
He takes it so personal if you can't do shit
Oh, there's
with
a
him.
club down there, right?
Yeah. So no, Ray Allen, and he goes, Brennan won't leave his room. I go, I can't. Doctor's orders.
Yeah, doctor's orders. He has to go in with a tarp over his head wherever he goes. It's the saddest thing in the world.
I have to jog at night or early in the morning.
It's really tragic what Kevin, how Kevin, he has one of those
see.
huge hats that old women wear in
Asian
Florida.
women
Yeah,
wear.
yeah.
in Times Square.
Yeah,
Big
exactly.
piece of fabric that,
So
like
that no sun rays can get near
But
Kevin.
isn't your girlfriend fair skinned?
She is too, yeah.
Is she Irish or just fair skinned?
No, she's like kind of she's from Utah.
Slavic?
That's the word.
Slavic?
Norwegian or whatever. Like
It's not
Viking.
Slavic. Yeah, she's a Viking.
Yeah, she's a
Nordic.
So she has
Came
to wear
over
one
in
of
a
those
ship.
hats. Yeah, she came over on a
the
ship.
big horns.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's fucking her.
That's it. Yeah, exactly. It's a kinky thing I'm into, right?
Wait. When you bring up marriage, what happens?
No, nothing.
Changes the channel?
No, she turns on the show, and then immediately all of us get turned off to the idea.
on.
She
Goes to compound media.
exactly. She turns on compound media, and immediately that idea goes right out the window, right?
No, I know. It does create a little bit of
This is where
tension.
all relationships go to die, right?
Financially solvent, right?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Yes, I did well for a long time. Yes,
Because he made all the money in commercials.
did really well.
Voiceovers and things. Oh, good. That's cool. Great.
Did
He
a
was
lot
the
of-
voice of something, Sleepy
the-
Convertibles, or
Sleepy convertibles.
I was the M&M
Sleepy-
Peanut for 2 years. I was,
You really? Wow. Excuse me. Nice.
I was the Honey Nut Cheerio Bee.
Oh, you're that Brian McFadden.
Yes.
Oh,
I think I was a Honey Nut Cheerio for 3 years, where I would say things like, "It's got a bigger taste and a better crunch," or stuff like that. That was awesome. My favorite though was one of my favorite commercials I did. I was Keanu Reeves when Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure came out.
Yeah.
They decided to make a cereal based on that. Don't ask me why. It wasn't my idea. I had nothing to do with it. Because they figured it would be an ongoing because they did the second one. So they thought, it's Bill and Ted's Excellent Cereal. It's got cinnamon oats and marshmallow notes, right? A most excellent way to start your day, right? Like
That's a good commercial.
it's a great commercial.
I don't want to eat that.
No, he's like the fucking surfer guy, right?
Keanu wanted like $20 million, and they got me to do it for
Oh,
a
you're supposed to
falafel
be
or something.
him.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Oh.
they just wanted somebody to say,
Yeah, like a
sort of
stoner guy.
"Yo, man, this is
This is
excellent.
totally.
Great cereal, man. It's fantastic." So I had that. in
Never
my-
went to.
It aired.
No, but I don't remember the cereal.
It actually was in the stores. I
didn't
had a
have
box
kids
and I
then?
can't find it. I used to have a box of it. I bought it because they.
It's probably a real collector's item now. Like,
Yeah.
there are people that collect. My
I
neighbor
know.
collects cereal boxes. Like,
I
they,
want to go on eBay and find a box of that cereal.
maybe could you guys Google or eat eBay Bill and Ted's
Bill and
excellent
Ted's
cereal?
excellent cereal. Get on that.
Yeah, it's not even. I like how Brian.
What's the reserve price?
I don't know. All right.
Brian's like, could you guys get on that? while you-"
I'm over here
Somebody-
sucking my own dick.
I'm not getting paid. I might as well get a box of
You
cereal. out of it.
motherfuckers on that glass
Might
wall.
as well pretend I have people working for me.
Yeah, exactly right. It's
That's all
apparent.
I have all day.
Completely coked up. It's
Wait.
apparent.
I think we got something.
Got something good?
We got a hit.
One of my kids the other day, we went to the store. There was a Oreo cereal. And,
Yeah, I know, right.
My daughter goes, "Oh, Dad, that's disgusting." I go, "Yeah, it is
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
disgusting."
yeah. Look,
Oh, there it
it
is.
is. It's got cinnamon. It's $4. Oh, I'm getting
it.
that.
This
starts
is a magnet.
Oh, it's a magnet. Oh
Can we find the commercial, maybe?
You start. No, you can't find a commercial. We don't have that kind of time.
no, I have the commercial somewhere on my reel.
Oh
Or
my
something.
God, it's got full of vitamins and minerals.
Oh, I was the only guy in New York that could
I
do
will
like
say
this.
that.
What's that?
What's that? What happened?
Let's visit the land of heavy metal with our most excellent cereal.
That's me.
Oh my God!
Looks like a cruel duel, dude. Heinous display of manners. We've got a most excellent way to start your day or night. Bill and Ted's excellent cereal. Cinnamon oats with marshmallow notes. It's the most triumphant part of this complete
Marshmallow
breakfast.
notes.
Marshmallow.
Still remember the copy.
Who gets the last bowl?
He does. I remember this. We did like 3 spots. I think.
Most excellent.
It's like a short film. That's a long commercial.
It is. That was a director's cut.
How many things you do?
We did like 3 spots, I think, or 2
And what'd you
spots.
make? Like $100 grand?
Not quite. I wish. It was like, I don't know, 50 or something like that.
50. 3
Probably.
days work.
No, that's the way commercials used to be.
I know but they're not like that anymore,
No,
right?
Not anymore, no.
I was in an Audi commercial for their for the new A7,
Okay.
and car commercials pay a fucking fortune.
They pay a fortune because they
I
play
mean,
all the time.
And they have to buy you out because you can't do any other car stuff.
Yep,
you can't
yep.
do Toyota. You can't do.
Dennis Leary's like a billionaire just from those Ford
From
truck
those,
commercials,
yeah,
right?
yeah, totally.
That's sick.
Ridiculous.
Somebody said to me, because, people go, "Oh, you got a good voice." And I'm like, I don't. I don't buy it.
Right.
It's like when they tell me I got big tits and I don't. You know what I mean? Like, I don't buy it.
Yeah.
So they go, you should do voiceovers. And I go, yeah, but I know the guys who can do, I can only do my voice.
Yeah.
Right.
You
You
can
could do
like
like
an Asian lady. I'm like, oh, you fucky sucky. It still
Yeah,
sounds
there's
like me.
no money in that. There's no
do
money
like
in that.
Taylor pork roll or something. You know what I mean?
Well, I couldn't do anything anyone wants to buy.
Something very Philadelphia. You have a very thick Philadelphia accent.
Yeah, Philadelphia cream cheese, but they don't even do
well-
commercial anymore. But anyway, I compare myself to guys like you who can do like characters and stuff. I mean, you mostly do a British guy, but you can do other guys. Can you do an Indian guy?
I can do an Indian guy if I work on it. I don't get a lot of you. First of all, you can't do those. You get in trouble if you hire someone to do that.
You got to get an Indian guy.
Yeah, you have to now.
Yeah.
My father did a commercial for Rice Crinkles.
Yeah.
Where he played a Chinese guy, and that's back in the '60s or something where you could do
Because
that.
we didn't have Chinese guys back then.
Back
They were
then,
all in
no
fucking
Chinese
camps. They
people,
were all
yeah.
in fucking
exactly
refugee
building the railroads, right, Kevin?
Most of the richest.
Right, Kevin.
Yeah, right, Kevin. Right, they were building the railroad. Yeah.
You were thinking it. I said it.
No, I was thinking that's the only reference you have, like
Every
from about
coolie-
the Chinese. They
every-
built our railroads, didn't they? They
Railroad.
built our fucking railroads.
Every
Where's,
coolie
like, when
to
they
start
show
your
the-
day must have a breath of crisply.
Yeah, there you go.
Coolies, 9 out of 10 coolie, rubber less crisply.
All right, now we got a career in voice. Wait.
Today, so I have
That's my
exciting
dad.
stories
Is it?
to tell about the beautiful new Ford Mustang car. And
Is that your
inside
dad?
car, boy
Oh
and
my
mother
God.
and shopping bag. And inside bag, box of post-rice crinkles.
That's my dad
And
doing
inside
Chinese
box of
guy.
post-rice crinkles.
Wow. Kudos to the fucking.
Oh, this is
Mom,
listed on
boy,
racist
boy.
commercials now.
There's
If
a
you go on,
Is
Mustang
it?
car inside the Rice Crinkles.
Oh, no, dear. The Rice Crinkles are inside our Mustang.
But there is a Mustang inside the Rice Crinkles.
Oh, there is a Mustang inside the Rice
Of course, it's
Crinkles.
really long,
A
too.
Mustang just like ours.
And so, sugary rice crinkles give happy endings to stories. Boy gets Mustang.
That's fantastic.
You do too. Inside post-rice crinkles. Collect them all.
50 grand.
Convertible.
You bought a house with that, right?
and
Dad, he put me through
fastback.
college.
Raised with your
For real?
friends.
Just
You
being a
go
racist.
Vroom, vroom, when you get Mustang car free inside
Your father,
post
like you hear
rice
bad grades, your
crinkles.
father's like, I had to be an Oriental
just-
Chinaman.
just
Hey,
to be
how'd you guys find that?
How the hell did you find that?
They're
Just
good.
Rice Crinkles commercial on YouTube.
Oh, that's hilarious.
How many views is the third view?
yeah. The only people.
22,000.
The Anti-Defamation
Wow.
League is listening to that, right? Right. That's
Your
it.
dad, you remember your dad saying he made a fortune from that?
Oh, sure.
What were they selling? The car or the
No,
cereal?
No, there was actually Rice Krispies. You know, whenever there's a cereal, another company, there's Post and then there's Kellogg's, and they used to compete against each other. And whenever Post would come out, Post or Alphabets or whatever, the other company would always put out something that was sort of a rip-off or similar or the crappier.
We could never afford Captain Crunch. We'd always buy the Captain Cranky.
or whatever, Captain Crank or whatever it was. Yeah, so
Captain
that was,
Crunch.
Yeah,
You're in the fucking urban neighborhood.
yeah. So my dad, that was the way that
They
worked.
could work blue.
My dad was Frankenberry. That was his big cereal. When Rice Crinkles went off the air, you could only do one ad for and then
Like a car commercial.
Yes, but then my dad got Frankenberry, and that actually became a successful cereal.
Because that ran forever, right?
Yeah, forever.
Wow. Your dad was
You're like a second generation, or
Second generation voiceover guy.
oh, that's really cool. Actually, that's good. Your father's still alive?
No,
Okay.
in 2000, but yeah. So
He was buried next to Crankenberry?
yeah, he was Crankenberry. You
ever dump-
Count Chocula?
You ever go to his grave and dump some Rice Crinkles over there?
Wow, this is really this show is awesome. Anyway, so can I just say,
That's
you ever go to
amazing.
your father's
that
grave
they
and
got the guy. He wasn't even that good as a Chinese guy, right?
no, he wasn't. No.
Well, they didn't want to make. They
why
didn't
would
want
he?
to play it too heavy though. 'cause
It's
then
not like you get a
racist.
lot of call. He got a lot of calls for that. Oh, right, the crinkle. Yeah.
Look at the
car in
Yeah, it's not like he was, you know,
said.
the phone was ringing off the hook. We need someone to do a Chinese guy.
Need a covetous Jew to sell toaster marts.
Did your dad tell you to? Did your dad steer you in that direction because he said it was easy money?
No, I basically watch. You know, when you grow up, you think whatever you live with is normal. So that seemed like something
He would
everyone
just go
did
out for auditions
every
and
day.
stuff?
Every day he was out of the house. He was auditioning. Like he had 6, 7 auditions a day. He was gone all day, like auditioning or recording something or whatever.
Wow.
Because there was only like 5 guys doing all the voices back then
Right.
of everything, and so he was one of the top character voice guys. He was
He
on a
just, you just your dad's job is to like go audition and
yeah. So that's
You want to see your dad a lot?
yeah. No, I know. He used to take me to work sometimes. I'd go to Thundercats. He was on the
He had a
Thundercats.
job,
So I would go to. He was on the Thundercats. He did
wow.
Snarf. So I used to go to the recording sessions when he was doing Snarf on the Thundercats.
Yeah, I did some snarf this weekend.
Hey there. Hello. Hello.
It must have been take your dad to school day. You're like
Right.
this kid's dad's a cop and your dad. Hey, my dad's Snarf.
Yeah, my dad's. I know it was weird, and so
Dad-
people thought that was the coolest thing.
Here we go.
Here we go. There's my dad again.
Before I do, sweep out my sarcophagus.
Is that your dad's
I like
voice?
to.
Do it now, slave!
Yes, oh, wonderful one.
him.
I will do
It'd be great if he did it just like the Chinaman.
Immediately.
Yeah, if he did that.
Oh, everything he did was a Chinese voice.
Chinaman.
Everything.
Oh, hello.
Cat is
Yeah,
I could do
hello.
eat it myself because I
Wow,
worked at
did you? When's the last time you seen this?
Oh, I haven't seen. Well, I don't know. Well, the last that I haven't seen that.
This
one.
is your life. You're like dying.
No,
or
this is
something. They're
unbelievable.
Showing you all the
I'm
things that have
sobbing.
happened
Thanks
to
for.
you.
I'm gonna need therapy after this.
Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon.
What did your
little boy blue and the
The
man
cats in the cradle and the.
Did your dad live a normal life, like a health? Did he die at a normal age?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, 70 something. Yeah, like a normal.
And then he worked till. Could he work long too?
Yeah, I mean he.
Because you don't
you don't lose your.
No, because they don't care what you look like.
Yeah, exactly. But he did so many voices for so many things over the years. He did movies. He was on The Year Without a Santa Claus with Heat Miser and Snow Miser and all those Christmas cartoons. Year Without a Santa Claus. Santa Claus.
Where'd
is
you
coming
guys
to
live in
town.
Manhattan or
No,
Westchester?
Leonia, New Jersey.
And he would come into the city every day.
Every
Why
day.
didn't he just live in Manhattan?
He didn't like New York. We lived in Queens for a while, but he just wanted to live in the suburbs.
Did he like?
A big house and with that Frankenberry money.
He like just making a commute?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you think he'd want to be in town, just coming and going all day?
I know.
I guess he just went. He went in and they
Yeah.
stayed in the city all day, right? Like
Yeah, for the most
he had a real job.
like a real job, yeah.
Wow.
A lot of people commute in, Kevin.
Yes, it's
You say like Kevin? No, I'm saying
Thing
but
now.
the morning commute is a bitch.
I know. Well, that
You don't. You always lived in Manhattan, right? Have you ever not lived in Manhattan?
yeah, I lived in Jersey, but I
When?
used to take the Lincoln Tunnel through the
When?
when I first started in comedy when I was living out in.
But as soon as you got money, you moved
Yeah.
right here, right?
Yeah, totally.
Because this is how you get all the bitches. They're not going to go to New Jersey.
Bitches ain't gonna know. Them bitches ain't gonna know. They ain't coming out to Jersey.
Pussy dryer.
The motherfucker ain't coming to Jersey, man.
That's their new slogan.
Yeah, exactly. The driest cunts in the world are on that path train.
Hello.
It doesn't get a girl hot taking her on a.
No.
Women
Even if you swipe her.
Yeah, even if you swipe her.
And we're not going to
you could get a drunk girl to a story and tell her like it's the Upper East Side. You know,
you can't.
I mean?
You can't lick her up and take her to Hackensack.
Yeah, because
you know what I mean?
they know when they're in a tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bridge can be a bridge. You pull them on a bridge.
Yeah, a bridge could be like, no, it's a little tram, it's a little footbridge.
You can't roofie someone and then take them to Fort Lee.
Fuck you.
You know what I mean?
Like now, a little bit you can with Uber. With Uber, you can
roofie. It makes roofing a lot easier.
Because you couldn't take a cab in the past because it was $80 to New Jersey because you got to pay for them to get back and
Plus
you have to pay for their dinner and
via,
shit.
you can roofie 2 women and you can take the via and you can do the
do
shit.
Lyft?
A lot of raping.
Lyft, yeah. Anyway.
It is a lot of raping.
I'm 44. I can barely rape one girl these days.
Well, thanks for sharing.
Welcome to the Kumia Network.
Hey, everybody.
All right.
I'm just saying, it's a lot of effort.
It's never funny. Here we go. You know what I mean? They always say that there's certain lines you don't. You know what I mean? And I always think that's crazy. The whole political.
Oh, yeah, because I'm so uptight.
Everything's.
People are uptight.
There's
especially
something
women.
funny.
Especially women with rape. They're very uptight with it.
They're very sensitive.
I don't know what the deal is. Women with rape.
Yeah.
They don't want to talk about it.
It seems like a sensitive issue.
Yeah,
You want to stay away from.
I don't know.
It's radioactive.
Listen.
Why
I'm
this show
I
exists.
said it before. I'll say it again. I'm anti-rape, but I say to these ladies, cover up. Then you know what I mean? It's like
wear a burqa. Yeah. See.
Sensible
what I mean. They know they're sexual objects.
Adhere to Sharia law, and nothing like that will happen.
They know they're sexual objects, and when they're overly like sexified, I don't know if that's the right terminology.
Yeah.
But it's just like, but they're bringing. It's like if you see like a gay guy in the West Village, getting all sexed up, like wearing the short shorts and the fucking short shirt with the little wife beater. Fucking.
Yeah.
I guess it's not a wife beater if you're a gay. If you're a gay dude,
He's just asking for it. Is what you're saying?
no, he's not asking
You
for it. But
can't
it's like he's
resist.
basically saying like I'm on the market for sexual activity.
Yes,
you know?
right. Yeah.
So women, I think they think that that's not the case. They're just being pretty.
Right.
But if you're like really horned up, you're basically letting people know like you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're waving a flag. Is what you're saying?
You're not waving a flag,
invitation,
but you're basically. I just say women should be aware of their sexual.
Are we taking calls on this? Are the phones lighting up right now? Right.
Yeah.
Like in a Mad Dog.
Yeah, exactly.
right.
Hello.
Rape. Do they deserve it? Let's take a
Kevin
first call.
Brennan, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Are they asking
Is
for
it their fault?
Welcome to Larry King.
Yeah.
Are they asking for it?
Today's show.
Are they asking for it?
No, but it's just I'm just saying like if we're gonna move the goalpost with this Harvey Weinstein stuff, like if women aren't sex objects, then don't dress like sex objects. You know what I mean?
Wait, moving the goalposts on the okay.
No, if we're making adjustments in society, then women should be aware that you can't just walk or like I see these girls. Sometimes when I work on like Long Island. You ever work like you probably don't. Well, if you work, but then you take the train back like Saturday night, and you see all these girls, these slutty young girls coming from Long Island, coming in late on the train.
What do they expect?
Yeah, and they're wearing, they're like out whoring each other.
Yeah.
And it's like some black dude's gonna be pimping you in 2 hours. You know what I mean?
We're 38 minutes in.
And begin.
38 minutes in, folks.
What I'm saying,
And begin.
I mean, how their parents
And scene.
how their parents let him leave looking like this is beyond me. But I think they don't. I
How
think
is this show still on the air? This show. that we're
barely.
on
I
right
think
now,
they.
right?
If there was an FCC,
Yeah.
we'd be in trouble.
Oh my God!
Trump
Right.
took the.
I'm ready to walk off, and I'm a guest, and I like being here.
No, but
so can't imagine what the people
what
listening.
they do is they get picked up and then they change at their friend's house.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they're all
yeah.
fucking,
You hear
whatever.
that?
I don't know, but they shouldn't be dressed like that if they're like if they're 18-year-old girls from Long Island. It's like you're just asking for trouble. But I know they want to be sex objects, so it's like, but you can't have it both ways. You can't have your cake and eat it too, even though they will.
And once a black gets their temperature all worked up sexually, it's
Black?
very,
Black.
low.
Once a black.
I'm just kidding.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's strike.
even know we were allowed to-
Swing and a miss. We're on strike 2.
I'm just saying,
We have a full count.
Come down from there.
Down to our last strike here at the
hard for them.
at the
There's no
Kevin Brennan
PSI
show.
valve.
Brian number one does have a point because
Yeah.
Look, I don't want to sound
Because
racist.
Hey, yo, man.
They know they can already attract white dudes on Long Island, so now they're coming. They're trying to cross over to a black.
Well, they've been there, done that with the white dudes.
Yeah, with the
they're trying
fucking
to,
white dudes
You
with
got to
a
be
car.
multidimensional. in
Yeah,
this
so if
industry,
you were going to
right?
cross over,
Yeah,
I don't count Italians white.
huh?
Italians, just white.
he doesn't count the Italians as white.
I probably consider myself white. I'm
Talking
Irish.
about- no, I'm talking about Long Island where everybody's white. I'm
Everybody's
talking when
a
you
lot
come
of
here,
Italian.
you're looking to attract Puerto Ricans and,
Right.
and Cubans. And
Who isn't, by the way? Who isn't?
Right.
Who isn't trying to
and a
attract the
black,
Puerto Ricans?
And a black now and again.
And a black.
Rub a
Yeah.
little plantain behind your ear, just as a musk.
Yeah. We're really,
Musky
yeah.
I
plantain.
hope my wife doesn't listen to the show. My wife goes, whenever we get
Good morning, Charlottesville.
Because I'm
Right?
sick of your racist, misogynistic show.
Yeah.
I'm like, which episode?
Which episode?
'Cause I always want to know which one was particularly
Not talking about your act, Kevin.
which one was particularly egregious.
Yeah, exactly.
No, we're just trying to have fun, but we're trying to point out some
Trying to change society. We're
some
trying to
society's ills that
raise
like
our
you
mind.
Rape at a
can't,
time.
like, women can't you can't just act like you're not doing it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like if people come up to me and they go like, "Oh, that's fucked up what you said." I'm like, "Yeah, maybe it is fucked up, but I don't act like I didn't do it."
Mm-hmm.
So if you're like dressing slutty, you can't be like, "Oh, this guy's hitting on me." It's like, yeah, he's gonna hit on you because you're dressing slutty.
Hitting
You're putting
on
yourself
is one
on the
thing.
market. You're saying
Yes,
basically,
well,
I'm
hitting on is
interested.
one thing.
Huh?
Hitting on someone is
I spent
different than
Some of these girls are so
jerking off into a
hot.
potted plant in front of them.
Some of these girls are so hot. Like I've been to enough strip clubs that were like when a girl's really like sometimes where you're at a strip club, like a girl, like you can just like know what I mean. You can kind of
Do you see how they dress there?
huh.
I mean, at the strip clubs,
I was
they're
at a strip
they're
club.
just totally. You know what I mean? They're just.
But you know
totally-
they're available, so you can kind of maybe grab her ass or whatever. She's not gonna fuck. As long as you're not a black.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Right. Or a
as long as
Chinaman. Rice crispy.
Oh, me so horny.
Callback.
Baby.
Anyway.
What I'm
Jaguar.
saying, but sometimes you see these women on the subway or the street, like you want to treat them like a stripper, like you maybe pat her on the ass, like good job, you know what I
luck with
mean?
that.
Like
Good luck with that.
get into the game.
Yeah, let me know how that works out
Was
for
at a
you,
strip
Kevin.
club Saturday
No, but
night.
they don't. You can't touch it even on an elevator. You know what I mean? You get on an elevator with
Can't
them.
grab their asses. They get offended. You can't even.
And when you reach over to hit your number of your
Even
floor,
yeah,
You give their bean a little flick.
on the playground.
It's
You
on the way
can't
over.
even touch someone.
I always go. Can you hit floor 69 for me?
Ah,
The lower one.
There
I
you
was
go.
at a
Now
strip
that's-
club for 4 hours Saturday night.
No, you weren't.
I was Gallagher 2000.
That's a great
4
club.
hours.
It's a
What's the
club.
address there?
Queens?
Long Island City, right off Queens
Oh
Boulevard.
my! I used to be my regular hotspot because I used to live in Astoria.
It's a very honest thing. You go in a strip club, these hot girls are everywhere. You pay them $20 for a lap dance. Like, everyone kind of knows what's going on. It's not, like my wife actually got upset with me because I thought she knew that I went to these places, not frequently, but, and I said, well, at least I told her. I said, she goes, really, you did that? And I was like, honey, I used to direct
Find
pornography.
out. Channel 7 News.
Well, my cousin Adam, who was here earlier, he was out with a girl I set him up with, and that ended up not working out. He went back to my apartment early. I don't know.
He snitched on you?
No, she called me, and I was pretty fucked up, and it was like 2 a.m. She's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "I'm
Brian's blind. He's going
blind,
blind.
Yeah, I know that. I heard that.
Thanks. So anyway, nice meeting a fan. Thank you.
I mean, I was
Brian, Rice Krispies like a Brian, guys.
blind Chinese
Wait,
guy.
well, tell me
It's
because
like,
your wife
now I'm
never
on
gets
Kung
mad
Fu
at
all of a
you.
sudden.
You said
Now
your
I'm on
wife
Kung
never
Fu.
gets mad.
Comfort, yeah. Well, no, she was just kind of like, she was like, oh, I think it's kind of like weird. You went to a strip club. I was like, well, I used to like direct porn in L.A., girl porn, but like,
Really?
yeah, totally.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then so I was kind of like, I said, well, at least I told you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's weirder if like you kind of hide it. You know what I mean? I was like,
Were you in a legit film career and then you eased into?
well, I was working in pay-per-view television, and I had a production company. I was making shows for pay-per-view television.
Okay.
And then there's a porn actress named Tara Patrick.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tara.
Oh yeah, very familiar.
Yeah, so I
Very familiar.
produced and directed. This is about 10 years ago. Tara Patrick's Porn Star Pool Party.
Ah,
Like, and it was
ah,
only
it's a
girl
classic.
stuff. It really is.
Right.
The director's cut is a half an hour shorter.
Okay.
So yeah, but and I directed that with 14 girls.
Okay.
It's funny. I showed up and I didn't really.
You directed that.
I directed and produced it. Yeah. And then and Ron Jeremy played the cop who broke up the party.
Of course he
He's
did.
the only guy in
Wait,
it.
is she Tara Patrick straight?
She's a disaster now. She's a real pillhead. I mean,
is?
she was married to a guy named Evan Seinfeld. Allegedly, I should say allegedly.
Who? Evan
Seinfeld. He was on Oz. All the
okay.
tattooed guy. All tattooed.
Jerry
up.
It
Seinfeld.
was Jerry's cousin.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jerry's cousin, yeah.
When it went
Why?
bad.
Oh!
Why do I have HPV?
Wait, okay.
Andrew Dice Seinfeld. No,
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
a
Why
good
do they put
character.
the socks in the dryer? Oh!
What's the deal with airplane food?
You know what I'm saying?
Who are these people?
Who are these? Who are these people?
Yeah.
There you go.
Stupid rhymes about observational stuff.
Exactly.
Hickory dickory dock.
What's
Chinese food takes forever to get to my
Get to
apartment.
my apartment. Oh!
It really does save any joke.
Yeah.
Tag at the end.
I know. Basically the same act fits. It fits. Anyway,
Yeah,
you
so
were
Tara,
saying.
so I directed this thing for Tara.
Yeah.
And then after that, I had these. I did pretty well in pay-per-view television.
Yeah,
kind
it
of
sounds
producing-
like it.
I'm producing and directing women's wrestling.
Right, no wonder you went blind. Anyway, whatever.
Jerking off.
Hello.
Hey,
Whoa.
Rice Krispie jerking off into.
Jerking off
Harvey
into.
Weinstein record to jerk off into Mustang Rice Krispie. So what's up? What's that?
No, nothing. Just
Oh, all right.
saying.
Way to break the fourth wall.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyway,
When he comes in, he goes, "Oh my God, a person."
Yeah, a person, a human
My
being.
kids.
Another human being.
Dad, who's that? Just a dude.
Yeah. All right, so finish that.
you get a Nutley that often, do you? Right. So, is there a funnier town than Nutley? So anyway, so then I got approached with these other guys, and then we basically created a paper production company where we would produce like girl porn for like sexy massage party. Hey, starring Harvey Weinstein, but or like fitness party, and I would always like Ozza, Kira, Brooke Bell. I could get Charlie Chase, all these girls, and they would go on like hotel rooms and that kind of thing.
Oh, and you would shoot.
Yeah. If you go to if you guys back there, if you're interested, it's not porn because it's on YouTube. Yeah. But if you Google Tara Patrick's porn star pool party, the trailer that we made comes up.
I love how the show went
Or
from
not.
serial commercials to female porn, lesbian porn. Yeah, Tara Patrick.
I saw her. She went to Gallagher's. She was going to be at Gallagher's 3000 one time, and I went, and it was like, but she didn't really. She just did a. She really didn't. She was mostly signing stuff.
Comedian Gallagher?
She doesn't want to get. She's also like 44 now.
It wasn't then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but she was hot, and then she was
Beautiful girl.
Yeah, and then she was going to be at Gallagher's, so I thought she would give lap dances. I'm so naive. I'd be like,
That's what I was wondering. How do people in the porn industry feel about the Harvey Weinstein scandal? That's what I think is like funny. like you had to sleep with someone to get work in the film industry, really?
I know. I mean, porn people are probably like, we did. That's what we. That's how you get a job.
That's
you want
every audition I've ever been
the
on.
guys did.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Maybe because I'm not in there, but the most unsexual place on the planet
That's
Earth.
it.
Probably I can't really see it, but
Oh, Jesus!
what is it?
This is Tara Patrick.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
Is it
But
Tara Patrick's porn star pool party? I can't really see the TV, but
I don't see a pool.
I see a pool, but it's
sounds like are they fucking in the grotto?
No.
Wow, this is
Yeah, they
That's
are.
her.
It's very.
There it is.
That's-
There's a pool.
Yeah, that's the
This is-
grotto thing.
I think it's Aruba. Isn't this in Aruba?
I directed this. Let's all
look
jerk
like-
each other off. Let me suck you off first,
Doesn't
Brian.
look like Tara Patrick though.
She was never actually in it.
Oh, you're using.
Oh, she wasn't in it.
She did a bumper at the very beginning. The whole premise is she had these little oil babies.
It's a bumper, a black.
Oh,
Oh!
you're thinking of a speed bump. Oh, too soon? I don't even.
So you directed this?
You directed
I sure
this?
did. It's in my
Girls that you
IMDb page.
They didn't
Oh.
fuck you or anything?
No.
They're all dirty whores, right?
Yeah. Although Ron Jeremy was making this one girl squirt all over
You're
the
a porn
couch.
director and you can't get laid by these girls?
I'm
What's the
married.
story?
I'm not married. I mean, like,
bother.
yeah.
He made some money. He made Frankenberry money.
Yeah, I made Frankenberry money.
You made Frankie very money. That's worth
I'm
it.
sorry. Jeez. Who was shopping for a 4-bedroom on the Upper West Side yesterday?
You were?
Yeah, I'm moving
Beautiful.
back
You
in the
are?
city. I think so. Another year.
Cool.
Because you don't. Why take the train to take your kids to school?
Exactly right. So we're done with Park Slope in about a year and a half. Not.
But Park Slope is a booming neighborhood anyway, so you don't even lose that much, right? By
We'll be
moving?
fine.
You're moving into Manhattan?
Again, yeah. I moved here 30 years ago,
The grotto.
almost, with the grotto. And Ron Jeremy.
With a bunch of whores.
Ron Jeremy thinks he's a comic. Glory hole in my bedroom. And
You look at the murderer's row of people that have tried stand-up or want to. Like, what's the guy that got his dick chopped off or whatever it was?
John Wayne Bobbitt.
John Wayne Bobbitt or whatever. Yeah. They all want to do stand-up. They all want to do what we do.
Everybody
Ron
does.
Jeremy.
This guy-
Madonna just did. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. No, because it looks easy, because it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, Lenny. Anyway, speaking of Lenny,
we just had to throw
I
that
was
in.
going to talk about the Yankees.
Did you hold on before you talk about the Lenny thing? Did you ever have that conversation with somebody about not about taking it easy on Lenny or that guy that had
everyone's saying I gotta ease up on
fake Twitter account?
Are you being mean to Lenny?
Huh?
Are you being mean to Lenny?
No, what happened was somebody impersonated him on Twitter.
Okay.
So funny.
And he was using like Lenny's exact picture, and so everybody thought it was like, and he was tweeting like real people that he knew.
Right.
So they probably thought it was. They had to think it was Lenny because the only thing that was different was one letter. Lenny was Lenny's Lenny Marcus NYC. Okay. This guy was Lenny Marcus NY.
Okay.
He used Lenny's same picture, and he was sending out tweets about like Lenny did like a web series a couple years ago, and he was sending. He goes, "You guys might enjoy this work of mine that I wrote and
He was
directed."
sending links to Lenny's work. So he's
he was
him?
re-releasing Lenny's work and pretending it was him.
Oh my God!
I was looking at it, I go, some of it was pretty good. Like Bobby Kelly was in one of them. It's on YouTube. I don't know if I could find it without this guy finding it for me.
Right.
So
Well, it's still on YouTube though.
Yeah, but you have to find it. Like I don't know how you find it. Like you have to punch in.
This guy did a lot of work.
Like it does like a million hits where you could just go Lenny Marcus.
Right.
But the guy did like incredible work, and then I guess somebody told Lenny. I told Liz, I go tell Lenny because I saw he was like tweeting Norton. He was like tagging Norton and stuff, and he was tagging Bobby Kelly.
He replied or liked it or something, and somebody like replied or liked something he sent them.
No, he said Luis Gomez did something. He goes, real edgy, Luis. Luis is edgy, so he's probably thinking it's like Lenny's mocking him.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And then he did some with Norton. He asked Norton, when is he going to be on Chip Jefferson again? Well, I told Liz, I go, tell Lenny, because if I can't, I think Lenny has me blocked in every way except sports signals. You know what I mean? So.
Do you see when you see each other? You like not?
Oh, Lenny! If I see Lenny on the subway, he'll acknowledge me. He'll go like, he'll point at me like with a gun.
With a gun,
the gun thing, and I'll just go like. But I don't know. I think he's mad at me. But whatever. I think we have a caller. We have a caller. All right, let's take this. Is Sonny Fuller from Baltimore. He was supposed to call in last week.
He needs to steal more jokes. Huh?
No, there's a different guy. Oh. Yeah, we didn't even get to that. We're doing so many Frankenberry riffs that we didn't even get to.
That wasn't my choice.
Who steals jokes?
Who steals jokes?
Oh, this guy online was stealing jokes.
From you?
Yeah, from me. He's that desperate.
It needs to step it up, man.
Sonny.
Oh, Sonny.
Sonny.
Hello.
Yo.
Hey, Sonny. You shot Sonny on the causeway.
Is it me? You talking to me?
Yeah, man.
Sonny.
Yeah, Sonny from Baltimore. How you doing, hon?
No, it's Tomer. It's Tomer Sisler. How are you?
Oh, for real?
Yeah, Tomer, what's up? Kevin, hey, how are you, brother? Yeah, Tomer. How you doing, man?
Hey, Tomer.
Hi.
Listen, bro, I'm doing a new special, so I needed some more jokes from you. I was trying to steal as many jokes as I can from as many good comedians as I know,
Mm-hmm. But I thought you're French.
I'm sorry?
Aren't you French? Don't you have a French accent?
Oh, oui, I do. I'm sorry.
Well, that was quick.
Oui.
That really worked. That really worked well. That ruse really worked well.
Disguising my voice, but yes, I like your joke. I like the deer joke and crossing the line with the orgasm. Very nice. And what else?
Who's this, Aaron Berg?
Joke.
Yeah, that's
I like Gilbert joke. Very nice too. That's very good. How's my French accent? Good.
Fucking awesome.
Indian guy, Rastafarian guy.
Can you do Frankenberry?
No, I don't even know who this is. Anyway, this guy, what's his name?
This is Mario Gentile.
Mario, how you doing?
Okay.
What's up, Kevin? How are you, brother? Dude, you got to call that cocksucker out, bro. You have to call him out. How can you not?
Well, first of all, I don't even know. I think he's already busted. You know what I mean? Like he's already. I saw another YouTube thing where they said he's getting busted for plagiarism. So basically, what the guy does is he's French.
Right.
And he takes people's bits, American bits,
in French.
Yeah, and he does them in French. But he did my bit. I don't even know if he's really doing it. It's basically just what do you use it when you
transcribe?
When it's on the bottom when you watch a movie and you don't speak
subtitles.
the language. Yeah, subtitles. So he subtitles what he's saying, a joke, but it's like word for word my joke. So I told my wife, I go, yeah, this French guy is like taking people's jokes, America's jokes, and my wife goes, the guy's a fucking genius. You know what I mean? Because
that's how much respect our art form gets from people. It's like, that's brilliant.
No, because I was saying to the booth guys, I go, before the internet, you could do this, and then no one could ever catch you. Now you get caught doing everything.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Jerking off into plants.
Yeah, but it's also a double-edged sword because people watch your act and everything else. And there's some guy in Peoria or Iowa or whatever like that who's on an open mic night who just goes up with half of your act and 20% of somebody else's act, and they think that he's a genius, like you know what I mean, getting work on the road or something.
I know the joke he took of mine was a very like specific joke.
Which one is it?
It's like crossing a finish line, and then you're like, "Oh, look, a deer!" Like,
right. Oh yeah.
And the guy said, if the guy was actually saying that, it's like there's no way he had to have stolen because it's so specific a punchline that
it's one of your classics.
And then even
it's a Kevin Brennan classic.
Stairway to Heaven. But
if you're gonna rip something off of you, don't take one of your gold. Take some of your gold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Abbey Road.
And then he stole like
selling crack in my neighborhood. Finally, you don't take that.
So I got in a fight with Nick DiPaolo because he was doing fine. He goes, rappers are shooting each other finally.
Oh, so
then somebody goes, hey, Nick DiPaolo's doing your joke finally. So I look and I go, Nick, I don't even really do it. I go, but I used to do that joke, selling crack in my neighborhood finally. He goes, so you own the fucking word? Go on the word.
Right.
Then he got Manny involved, and then Manny had to mediate. But it was like I should have just kept my mouth shut because I didn't even give a shit, Even with this, I don't
you had to have a mafia sit down over this issue.
Because I wasn't even doing a joke anymore. But someone pointed it out, and then I was like, I just brought it up just as.
I had that thing. I used the word mega in something, and somebody else was using the word mega, and somebody came up to me and goes, I do. That's my thing. I do the word mega.
Yeah.
And
I
stopped doing it because it was somebody. Because it was maybe something I might have gotten, but the word you can't copyright a mega.
No, I know. When people, I was doing a joke and I go, I did the punchline. I go, yeah, Google it.
Yeah.
And then I saw somebody else goes, yeah, Google it. So I was going to say to the guy, like, hey, can you not say Google?
Not say Google?
Now everybody, my mom's like, Google it.
Now, the stealing joke thing has gotten out of hand.
Someone said that you stole it from Henny Youngman.
Yeah.
It's like, take my wife, please.
Yeah.
And you're saying it's
finally?
Take my wife, finally.
Yeah, but this was a finally because I said they're selling crack in my neighborhood finally because everyone was like crack is so. And
they're selling crack in my neighbor. Oh!
The reason I did
Why
is
are they selling crack?
The reason I did is because I lived in Queens and we got everything last. Like we got cable last. We got cable like 4 years after Manhattan got it.
Oh, so yeah.
I said and we got crack later too. So I said they're selling crack in my
behind the
neighborhood.
curve.
And they finally got to my neighborhood. So I said they're selling crack in my neighborhood finally. And it always got a laugh, It was more about the subject. Anyway,
the French guy said this, and he said they're selling crack in my neighborhood.
No.
There are fellas selling crack in my neighborhood.
Yeah. Okay.
Like women get
don't
close
shout
to
it.
orgasms. Guys don't.
This is
You
him.
ever get close to an orgasm?
me.
Guys don't get
No, I know,
close. We
but-
see the finish line, we cross the finish line.
Par exemple, les femmes, elles sont capables de presque jouir. Presque jouir. Ça veut rien dire pour un mec presque jouir. C'est un mec quand il voit la ligne d'arrivée, il traverse la ligne d'arrivée.
If we have to drag a broken
how much
leg,
better he is than me.
He's so much
cross
better.
the finish line.
Are you sure you didn't rip him off?
C'est pas grave, il se traîne, il y va.
Oh my God, this is hilarious.
What happens to women? Do you see the finish line? You're like, oh,
This is fantastic.
oh yeah. Oh, look, a deer.
Okay, let's see the
Elle
deer.
voit la ligne d'arrivée, elle va se traîner, elle va faire.
That's great.
Oh, un chevreuil.
Oh my God.
Yeah, chevreuil is a deer.
amazing.
See how much better he is?
Yeah, he's so good.
He's so French.
Yeah.
I think he does. He's one of those guys, like, some guys are like in the stand-up, they're like, I'm not a really great writer, but I'm a great performer.
So
they go, I just borrow guys and I make them better.
Yeah, I just improve upon.
I improve the bit.
Right.
So that's what he's doing. He's doing
can't
me
really
a
complain.
solid. I bet I go to France, I could sell out on that one bit.
It's like Beatlemania. You know what I mean? They're just taking the stuff, they're performing your
Oh,
act.
my God.
And doing a tribute to Kevin Brennan.
All right. Mario, you still there?
Hey, man, I got disconnected and I called back. Am I back through?
Yeah, you're back.
Anyway, I think we got to hang up on you because someone's supposed to call at 3 o'clock. I thought it was him, but
Yeah, that's right. You were calling me like you said some other name, right? When I called.
Sonny Fuller's supposed to be calling. He was supposed to call him last week
but
too.
Anyway,
so
that's cool. Yeah, he's doing it to you. I mean, verbatim with you, and then he did it with Gilbert, and I think there's other videos on there with other people.
Yeah.
Guy?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Go to my. If you're listening at home, go to my Twitter. I retweeted it, so you can find it. And if you want to fucking, but Mario sent to Mario goes. I texted the guy. He sent me. He sent me like a clip of what he texted the guy, like real nasty. I go, how'd you get his phone number? I'm so stupid. No, I sent him a DM on Facebook.
Oh, that's great.
A messenger, or whatever. I thought he had like his French number. Like, how many digits?
Oh, 111 444 888.
How much did that cost you? How much did that cost you? Anyway, Mario, thanks for calling in.
Thanks, Mario.
brother.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was.
Someone calling. Oh, someone's in.
Well, wasn't that guy that?
Sonny on? All right, Sonny. No, Sonny was. I can't believe that guy called exactly when Sonny
That's
was
really funny.
calling.
That's hilarious.
Sonny,
Kevin,
did you try to call in at 3?
I called at 3. I've been home for a few minutes, and it made me. It reminded me that you stole my bit about having 10 siblings, and I just wanted to call you out on that shit. It's getting under my skin.
No, I do a whole hunk about being 1 to 10. I'm not really. I'm
Showering with your
I'm 1
brother.
to 2 kids.
Yeah, yeah.
I stole Sonny.
Did you call Sonny?
Sonny's hunk.
Yeah, yeah.
Sonny's from Baltimore. He's like a bit of a. Sonny, how would you describe yourself? You're not a wigger, but you like black people.
It's delved into just black women at this point.
So he's a black?
Hey,
No,
as they say on the show, right?
So, Sonny, I'm also.
Thrown off by my voice.
Sonny, I'm from Baltimore too. Like, what part of Baltimore are you from?
I'm from. I used to be from Sinclair Lane. Then I moved out to the county in Essex.
Oh.
Old Essex.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah, that's something.
That's where they shut the
You ever
wire.
go to Golden Ring Mall? They shut that shit down, man. They knocked that down.
Yo, man.
Fucking bingo. You got more of the damn Baltimore accent than I do.
Yeah, well, I can turn it on, turn it off on you. Know how it goes.
That's good.
Hammerjacks.
Sonny, what do you think about the NFL stuff? I
can't even watch half the shit. Number one with the fucking NFL, it's turned into fucking Arena League football, so I could barely even watch it. You can't even touch it, guy. It's to the point I don't even want to watch it, and I can't. And you're trying to watch football to get away from politics, and they just keep shoving this shit down your throat.
Right. Listen, I have a solution. Because they say football's too violent. The game is just the players are too fast.
Yeah.
What you really should do is just allow maybe like 3 black guys on each team. You know what I mean? Because that would slow the game down, and then it would be less violent. I know it's like sounds racist, but it's a very obvious solution.
As many things that you've
Because
said
they're the
today are, too.
strongest, fastest people on the planet.
Yeah.
So if you eliminate them, instead of making a flag football,
How do we do that exactly, Kevin?
you just say you go. Every team's allowed. It's like a
Eliminate
ringer
them.
on a softball team,
Yeah.
like a recreational softball.
You want to
Let, like, one
resegregate
guy-
and ban people from
You can
employment.
only
As
draft one black guy every 3 years.
There you go.
Yo, man, have one black guy on every.
There's a picture of Sonny Fuller.
Oh, there you go.
Sonny's got Sonny. What can you talk about your immediate family? Like your baby mama. She's black, right?
My baby, my son. I can talk about my son. I can talk about my brother in prison. It's whatever you want to.
His
Currently
brother-
is
Damn,
me and
man.
my son in the
He
damn
sound
apartment.
like a brother, man.
His brother.
Yeah.
How long was your brother in jail for?
15 years.
For what?
Somebody fell on a knife a couple times, 3 or 4 times.
What he
fell on a
do?
knife,
What he
just
do?
in general fucking.
What he do?
Wait,
Yo, man, yo, son, what he do?
what he do again?
What he do?
What he do?
Stab somebody.
Fell on a knife.
Oh, he stabbed somebody a couple times?
Wait, I thought he shot
times.
somebody.
What'd you say?
I thought he shot somebody.
No, he stabbed somebody.
Okay.
That's old school.
That's old school. He should up his game. He need to up the
He was
game.
Puerto Rican. He had to up his game.
Is he dead? Did the guy that he stabbed, was he dead?
Nah, the guy ain't dead, but my brother just had like a really crazy rap sheet, so they just got tired of seeing his face in court, so they
Wow.
gave him 15
Oh,
years.
man, that ain't right.
Is he out
Nah,
of jail?
that ain't right.
That ain't right, man.
Is he out now?
Hell no, he's got at least another 5 to 8 years.
Is he doing well in jail? Like, is he keeping clean?
I try not to talk to him that much because every time you call,
I don't
somebody
get
from jail
involved.
calls you, they want money.
Yo, yeah, you got to get involved, man.
I like how
Commissary account.
he don't try to. He stays away from his brother because he's in jail. I stay away from my brother because he's doing better in show business.
Yeah, better in show business. See, all sibling rivalry has different components to it, right? They're all different components and tensions in families.
You seen your brother?
One guy,
No, he's in jail,
no, he's in jail. I can't. You seen your brother? No, he's doing too well in Hollywood. He got a house in Beverly Hills. I can't go talk to
I
him.
was at the Comedy Cellar and Neil was in town for something.
Yeah.
And he was like 15 feet away. Liz goes, "Oh, there's Neil." I go, "That motherfucker."
Yeah, there you go.
I left the room.
There you go. There you go. So
He's my flesh and blood.
it's very sad. Very sad.
Sonny, I wish Neil would go 5 to 8 for something.
Yeah, why don't you frame him for something? Why don't you frame him for stabbing somebody and send him away with Sonny brother?
Right. Maybe Ellen can fall in a knife.
I'm serious.
Ellen.
I'm serious, man.
So you think the NFL is plus I was on a treadmill last night running, trying to fucking be so I could get some sleep. Thanks for fucking clearing your nose.
Yeah, that's good. Right in the middle.
I
Right.
know, God forbid you do it before or after.
Right in the middle of his setup to the story.
Yes. No, anyway, but it's like it's a flag on every play. There's so many commercials. Like I don't really watch the fucking NFL anymore because it's like
that's right.
I don't give a shit, but. I don't
Preach,
know,
brother.
I just don't care. But the games are so fucking slow, and then they wonder why the ratings are down. It's like there's a flag on every play. First of all, if there's 22 black guys on the play,
exactly.
Let's say 20.
It's too many.
You got Tom Brady, and everybody else is black. There's going to be a crime.
Got to be a quota, man. There got to be a quota.
There's going to be some kind of a crime on every play.
Exactly. There's somebody going to get stabbed, just like Sonny brother.
You see, the slave masters bred the bigger ones together.
But Sonny, I mean, it's like
the Patriots is full of white players, though.
I know that's why they win.
That's why they should get extra credit for winning the damn Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Welcome to Bell Curve, the
if
radio
there-
show.
if there's
Welcome to the Bell Curve, the radio show.
No, if there's like a penalty on every play and then they go to commercial and then a guy gets hurt, the game's too fucking slow. I mean, baseball's boring, but come on, man.
Well, hello there, Andy. What you be saying some massive stuff there? I'm just saying
The only
there.
reason you watch the NFL was to see somebody get hit, and now nobody gets hit.
Nobody get hit. You want
to?
I do not watch football. The NFL players to see. I watch the NFL players to see guys getting traumatic brain injuries. I do not want to hear that political commentary. That's what I watch. I do not watch football to hear political commentary. I watch it to see people permanently injured for the rest of their lives.
Oh, Sonny.
Yes.
Wait, Sonny, you're kidding though, right? But you live in Baltimore. Baltimore's had a good team for 10 years. So, but you watch it for the violence?
The same reason I watch boxing. I'm not trying to watch somebody. It's boring. If it's every fight like a Floyd Mayweather fight, I don't want to see the shit.
Yeah.
The sweet science.
I want to see
Well,
somebody
The sweet
bleeding.
science.
But when you watch NASCAR, you want to see an accident, right?
Yeah.
That's the only reason rednecks watch the shit.
Yeah.
They're not watching it to see them keep driving around the damn circle. They want to see.
Bring back gladiator combat with swords and you feed Christians to lions.
No, I guess I'm a half because I always thought the violence in the NFL was like too much. You know?
yeah.
Like when I saw a guy beat the fucking level another guy, I was like, that must hurt, right?
That's not why. Yeah.
So anyway, but you're half kidding. You like the Ravens. They're a good team. They have that fucking white quarterback.
Yeah.
They keep saying white, but there's like the NFL is very black now.
Bring back Ray Lewis.
It's faster and it's like it's just out of control. And then even the owners are thinking like all the fucking kneeling and the protesting. It does turn people off because the game is already marginally entertaining now.
Yeah.
Like if you'll watch your home team, but will you watch just a random game? It's like the game's too fucking slow. There's so many commercials and it happens too slow.
Yeah, but what about baseball? Baseball's freaking slow as shit.
Baseball's a joke, but at least people aren't getting fucking brain injuries.
Well, there you go.
And there's some skill level involved with baseball. In football, how many people are skilled? Like the quarterback and the guy who catches it. The linemen aren't skilled. They're just big fucking oafs.
Yeah, it's a weird
Thank you for
sport.
saying oafs, by the way.
Yeah, no, because you don't hear that enough on the radio.
Well, you're a Ravens fan? Used
as
to
much
be?
as you can be. They stink this year. They just lost yesterday. I think
Yeah,
they're
they suck.
like
Yeah,
2-4.
They miss Ray Lewis. I used to love those speeches. He used to give those inspirational speeches.
He's a joke.
Oh, but he was great. No, he was great.
Yeah, after he
was
murders
awesome.
somebody, he's like, hey,
Yeah.
you know what? I think
You can't do what I do. We got to go out there like wild dogs, man. You can't do what I do because if you did what I did, you would be me and I would be you. I never knew what he was saying, but it was awesome.
I know what you
Very
just said.
inspirational, right?
Now he does internet videos where he sounds like a preacher. He does like inspirational videos where he's preaching to the community.
I've seen one. And
we'll probably cue one up, just like a Bill and Ted commercial, any second.
Does he charge? Does he charge when he does a live show?
Yeah, he gets amped up. He's like turns into like a fucking preacher.
No, but do they
all
pay?
amped up.
Do people pay to
He's
watch
doing
him
stand-up
do
now. He's
live
doing stand-up, I hear.
Does he have one of those mustard suits that has like 9 buttons on the front of it?
Does he? Does he do a joke about women finishing
You
their
guys really
orgasm?
are Baltimore.
Yeah. Mimi Mudawa Mall, man. We're going to get all fucked up.
Yeah, man.
Want to get wet tonight, hon? Let's get wet.
Sonny Gray.
Right, Sonny Gray.
Sonny Gray.
Is that his name? Is that the guy's name? What's the guy's name? What's it? Earl Gray? Or that's the T?
The T. All right, you were close.
What's the guy's Baltimore guy who got bounced around in a van?
Freddie.
Freddie Gray.
Gray,
Freddie Gray.
Yeah. Did you go to school with him?
Earl Gray.
He lived like The Wire. Didn't you live like The Wire when you were growing up, Sonny?
Nah, not quite that bad. It was not to that level. It was a little lower level of whatever the hell you might have seen there. It wasn't that level of poverty.
Sinclair Road is just kind of like
telling me this guy.
Did he turn? Is it still white?
He sound like a brother.
No, he's cool. Sonny, give where they find you on Twitter.
Yeah.
Sonny Fuller, SONNYFULLER.
And where you got any plugs? You're gonna be at the tell that guy to what's his name, the Unger brothers, to bring me down to Baltimore, so I can
You're
have
not on there already?
Huh?
Goobies.
You're not on the schedule already?
No, they won't bring me down. I think I had a run-in last time. No, I'm kidding.
Really? Well, another bridge burn.
I'm always trying to act like my shit's crazy off the air. You know what I mean? The only shit that's crazy is with like my fucking wife and my fucking in my building. But everybody thinks
total
I'm like,
professional.
I get into fights everywhere I go.
Everywhere.
Had about 4 people in the elevator leaving the building.
I get onto Amtrak. I get thrown out of the quiet car. This motherfucker won't shut up. Anyway, Sonny, sorry about the. I'm gonna do this regularly. I'm gonna have like guys from different places, like guys that are funny, guys that I know, because you know what I mean. Because you get the same fucking New York guys, and it's the same.
No,
I mean Mark Norman's great, but come on,
he is
great.
Carry
the show on your own.
No, it's just like you get a different fucking take from a different city.
Baltimore's awesome.
Are you gonna be at what's the place? What's it called again? Magoobies.
Magoobies.
You ever work with Brian McFadden?
Years ago. I did, years ago. I don't remember Brian McFadden, but
thanks,
I
Sonny.
work with Brian. Is he on the line now?
Yeah, man, I'm on the line.
He's the guy doing character.
Brian.
Yeah, man, what's up?
I'm the other
Doing
Brian.
a Sonny Fuller impersonation.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm pretty good. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I think we maybe worked at Magoobies together or something.
Yeah. I wasn't sure who it was. I'm like, this guy's doing a pretty good impersonation.
Yeah, thank you.
That's why it's hard to do. It's hard to do a phoner. Anyway, Sonny, thanks. We got to wrap it up because we're only 10 more minutes. It's like when we pay for the airtime.
Yeah, I think so. We're renting this out like a Airbnb.
Bar mitzvah coming here in 20 minutes.
This is the Airbnb show,
off.
right?
Anyway, go to Sonny's Fuller at Sonny Fuller. Is that your website too?
Yeah.
All right, Sonny, we love you. All right,
Sonny.
thanks for calling in.
Sonny, bye.
Yo, man, thanks for calling in, Sonny.
Run Park forever.
You're awesome.
No, Sonny was me and Sonny had a lot in common because he would go to Baltimore. He used to open. He was like one of the first guys I met. Plus, his wife's black. Well, he's not married anymore, but they have a kid, and his wife is black.
Okay.
And my wife is blackish, so we have all that. We have a lot in common.
Asian-ish.
He's right about.
Right.
Huh?
He's right about.
And I forgot you had the Baltimore connection.
Yeah. Sonny and I,
So I want to quickly talk about the Yankees for a second because, Brian, you a Yankee fan?
Yes. Well, I mean, I'm more of a Mets fan, but I watched.
Anyway, so you root for the Yankees if they're in the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so the Yankees, anyway, I don't even know how to make this a fucking short story. Anyway, I hate the Yankees, like I always want
surprise.
I always want them, and ever since all the and Lenny's like a huge Yankee fan, and a lot of people are huge Yankee fans. Anyway,
you hate something is not new.
So the other day when I was on Misery Loves Company, I was saying how depressed I was because they were up 3-2 and they were going to get into the World Series.
Days are here
I was going to have to look at all these fucking Yankee hats and everyone's wearing a Yankee hat and people don't even. Anyway, so then long story short, Game 7, I was like, I had to do spots tonight. I go, and I can't watch because I get caught up in it. Then I'm fucking get stressed. So I'm like, I know I want them to lose. So I'm like, what can I do? I go, you know what? Because life likes to fucking punish me. Anything I want to happen, it'll make it not happen.
Yes, that's the way life
If I
works.
want them to lose, life is going to make them win. So what I did was I bet.
You bet on them.
I bet on the
That's
Yankees to
fantastic.
confuse life.
Yeah. So life itself was baffled.
And then life was like, wait, he bet on the Yankees to win, but he wants them to lose. So which is it?
That's some gangster shit right there.
So I called my
you flipped the script.
Checkmated. You flipped the script, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You flipped the script on life.
So I figure
You a real nigga.
That's 3-dimensional. That's 5-dimensional chess right there.
So I figure if the Yankees
Not the
win,
box
if the
thinking
Yankees,
motherfucker.
if the Yankees lose,
Yeah.
I win.
Yeah.
Because then I did win because after the Yankees lost, I heard that people screaming. I was like, did the Yankees do something? 'Cause
Right.
the Yankees will always do something to fuck you up, you know.
always.
They've been doing it for years. So anyway, so I go, I do my spot after you. I check my phone. I knew they were losing 4-0. So then I see it's a final. Then I go to the Village Underground. I go back. I go, hey, what happened with the? I go, what happened with the Yankees? And I go, the Yankees lost. I go, that's right, motherfuckers. The bouncer like, who? You a Met fan? They go, no. I go, no. They go, you're a Red Sox fan? I go, no. I just hate the Yankees. The guy goes, that's not American. I'm like, they're a New York team. How is it not? How's it un-American to root for the? So then I go back to the cellar because remember Timmy? Were you here last week?
Yeah, of course. Teamster Timmy.
Timmy the Teamster. He came to the show.
Okay.
So, and he was cool, and we had a good time. Anyway, so Timmy, the Teamster, he texted me. So I went back to the cellar, and I saw Lenny stand up front of the cellar talking to somebody. I know he's commiserating about the fucking Yankees losing because he's a big Yankee fan.
Yeah.
So I'm like, ah. So then, and then I was texting Timmy, and then I turn around, Lenny's gone. Then I go back to the Village Underground. I had a spot there. Lenny's talking to the guys out there. So then I went, like Nelson and the Simpsons, like, 'Cause I knew what they were talking about because I heard him like, oh, they got a young team. It's like, I don't give a fuck. Maybe they'll have a fucking plane crash on the way back from Houston. Then they don't have a young team. Then what happens to the young team? They have a dead team.
Wow.
You know, so, but I'm like, I knew it. I knew if I didn't bet. So I'm not saying I made them lose, but I think I did.
So you lost money just to get the Yankees to lose that game.
Yeah, because I knew if I didn't bet,
they would have won.
How much? How much?
That's how much power and influence you have in the
universe. Because I think that because the first two games, once they beat Cleveland, the first two games, I didn't look at the game.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything because I didn't want to know because I was so sick at that point. I'm like, I don't want to get emotionally involved. Yeah. They were down 2-0, and I only knew because I saw my son on last Sunday. He goes, he likes to buy the New York Post. Mm-hmm. My son, even though he's 5, because it's his reading level. Yeah. So he wants to buy
and yours.
He wants to buy the New York Post. So I saw the Yankees were down 0-2. So then I got back involved, and then of course they win. They win 3 in a row. So then I go for Friday. I go, I'm done. Fuck it. Yeah. So Friday, I don't even know who won. I do my sets Friday. I come home. I'm looking at Twitter, and I see somebody go, oh, I guess the Yankees got to win Game 7. So I go, oh, fuck. So they lost tonight, Game 7. Yeah. They're probably going to win Game 7 because they're probably not going to lose 2 in a row. But I'm like, just to make sure, let me bet.
How much did you bet?
And my brother knows somebody who's a bookie, so I can bet through my brother.
Neil?
No, huh?
Neil?
Not Neil. I have no contact through Neil because Neil's in jail.
I'm joking.
So,
he fell on a knife.
How much did you bet? How much did you bet?
I bet, and plus the Yankees were underdogs, so I didn't. They were plus 135, so I only had to bet 100 to win 135 back. So I bet 150, and if they lose, if they win, I get 200 back. Right. So I lost 150 to win 200. Right. And so if they win, I get $200 free.
If they lose, you're happy.
If they lose, I'm happy.
Yeah. Genius.
For a minute.
It's a win-win for everyone.
No, it's just like if I don't do it, they're gonna win. Yeah. That's how fucked up I am because the games I didn't watch, the game I knew nothing about, they lose. So if as soon as I get involved, life is like, this guy cares. Let's fucking punish him.
There you go.
So if I'm like, fuck it, I don't care.
You did it all on your own.
I did it so I wouldn't care who won because if they win, the city comes to life. So that's
I did the same thing. I did the exact same thing on the Buffalo Bills. One of the Super Bowls. I was a Bills fan and I was a huge fan, and they lost like 3 in a row, whatever it was.
Yeah, 3 in a row.
Yeah, 3 in a row. And I think the 4th one, I just go, you know what? They're going to lose again. So I'm going to bet on Dallas or whatever it was.
Yeah, it was
Dallas.
Dallas.
Like Dallas. I think it was Dallas, and I bet on Dallas because I knew. I go. Maybe that'll help them win. But it didn't. It still didn't. That's what I won money. But I won money.
You don't have the power I have.
Yeah, you have power. You have more influence on the universe.
It'd be great if you spent like $15,000, like all the money you had in the world. You just kind of
that would be good.
You just put it all there. You're like, fuck.
All in.
The fucked up thing is, I don't even care if people think I'm delusional. Like I knew once I made that bet. As soon as I made that bet, I'm like, it's done.
Yeah.
The Yankees are going to lose. As soon as I made that bet, and I didn't even tell my wife because she'd be like, "You piece of shit! You tell me I spent too much on groceries, And I had to, on the other day I had to spend $180, and what is 80 and 65? $145 to buy new sneakers for my kids.
Right.
And I was bitching about that.
Why do you?
Huh?
My kids go to Payless. I mean, what's what this?
We don't have a Payless where we live, and plus my son wanted the fucking. He needed we bought Skechers before, and the Skechers didn't hold up, so he wanted so he went to kids toy locker or whatever the fuck.
Kids toy locker.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, whatever.
We're not a sponsor. Who gives a fuck? Anyway, so my son fell in love with the red LeBron, so they had his size. So anyway, so I spent $145. So if I told my wife I lost $150, you have the Yankees lose, she would have been like, "You're a piece of shit." So I can't even fucking tell her. So I'm telling you guys.
Right.
Well, thank you for
But it's like I really thought like once I made the bet, I'm like, because once I don't care, then life's like, well, we don't know either.
That's the way life works, Kevin.
If they know you care, then they'll be like,
they'll
fuck
screw
it, you know? If
you can influence the time-space continuum, that's how much power you have, and you chose to utilize that power.
Do it as Dice Clay. Do it as Dice Clay.
Yeah.
You can utilize it.
You can influence the time-space continuum. Ow! So all you do is lose money on a game just to hurt all the Yankee fans. There you go.
Like a guy that can.
And then even the late show, that late show Saturday, the crowd was like in a funk. It totally affects the city when the Yankees lose. You know.
Totally.
So Game 6, I thought they lost.
That's why you had a bad set.
No, on Friday. That's why I had a good set because I was so happy, and everybody else was.
I'm talking about that Saturday. Yeah.
It was like
when I
follow a guy when the crowd's in a when the crowd just had some guy thrown out and they're all like in a weird. That's my favorite kind of crowd when they're in a weird mood. When they're in like a entertain us. That's what I need you with your fucking shuck and jive bullshit.
Thank you.
Hacky nonsense.
Yeah, your hacky, half-ass, funny voices.
Right.
Bullshit.
Even when he's like I said, even when he's mad, he does it. He's so fucking charming. I'm like, can you just turn it off? He can't.
Yeah, no, I can't do it.
It's very frustrating.
Yeah,
that's what I got to follow every night.
Every goddamn night.
Oh! This up, please. I got to go.
Wait, who's on?
All right, thank you.
Anyway,
we got to wrap this up.
Wrap it up.
Are you guys really? It'd be better if people just quit. No, people just leave. They go. I gotta go to the bathroom, and
and then they just
I'm not leaving.
Yeah.
Because what am I gonna do from here? I'm gonna go and fucking pick up my kids at school.
How many more hours?
No, we're done. But I gotta go pick up my kids at school. It's like my highlight of my fucking week.
Yeah.
You're
trying to draw this out as long. Yeah, you're trying to milk this for all it's worth.
Because then I leave here, I get on the fucking train. I can't yell at anybody, and then it's gotta pick up my kids, and they're like, "Dad, can we get a treat?" I'm like, "Where's my treat?"
Yeah. Take him to what is it? KB Toy, whatever he said.
Toy Locker?
The Toy Locker, yeah. Take him to Toy Locker.
They're out of business.
KB Toy Locker, whatever.
I'm in Philadelphia November 2nd through the 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Chip Chipperson. No, I'm kidding. Anyway. But it'd be funny if I start doing fake plugs.
When is this airing? When is this airing?
Me and the Dice Man.
Dice Clay will be opening for Kevin Brennan. Oh! Yeah, all right, so.
That'd be funny. I'm so dumb I bring the Dice Man to open for me.
Right.
I'm like, I can't follow the Dice Man.
Yeah. Not a good opener.
What am I doing?
Good opening choice.
Stupid.
Yeah.
I'll be in.
This is airing. It's airing right now?
It's airing right now. It's
aired.
Right, it's airing. It's going out live, Brian.
November 2nd through the 4th. That's like right after Halloween. Halloween, that's a bitch of a holiday, right?
Yeah.
Excited.
I wear my Trump mask again. I'll see what I wore it last year. I'm going to get some real tough looks this year.
A surprise for the show next week for you.
Oh, good. Anyway, November 2nd through the 4th. That's a Thursday through a Saturday. And don't tweet me saying like I'm out of town that week. I don't give a fuck if you're out of town that week.
Yeah. That's no
You're
excuse.
in town. And you can buy tickets. Come to the show. Kevin Brennan 666 on Twitter and Instagram. Kevin Brennan and whatever. Anyway, Brian McFadden.
Yep. Find me on Twitter.
Plugs.
B. Scott McFadden on Twitter. Brian Scott McFadden.
It's a killer act. So if he's coming to your town.
Stand Up New York this weekend.
Stand Up New York, 78th and
yeah, exactly. 78th and Broadway. Yeah.
Brian P. McCarthy, Brian McCarthy interview show, and of course I co-host a show every Wednesday called Misery Loves Company with Kevin Brennan.
He already made himself my co-host.
It's the first time you asked me. The first time.
Oh, donate!
Horrible sidekick. Donate. All right, are we done?
I think we're still on. I think we're still on because I'm still on the thing.
Oh, here we go. All right.